Now, COVID-19 is about more than just economics. There's the human component as well. South Korea reported its first COVID-19 case on the 20th of January, and within a month, infections had surged to the thousands. There was no lockdown, but strict social distancing rules did leave schools, parks and restaurants closed across the country. South Koreans, young and old, have learned to adapt to the new normal, but it's been and is still a difficult journey. CNA's Lim Yun-suk reports.
They'll soon be exchanging vows at a wedding planned with about 100 guests. Although they are aware changes might have to be made depending on the COVID-19 situation then.
그거 걱정해서 저희 이번에 웨딩 예식장을 예약을 할 때 공간을 분할해서 손님들을 식사하실 수 있게 공간을 분할해 주겠다고 하더라고요. 전부 다 이제 화면이 있어서 다 신랑 신부 결혼하는 걸 볼 수 있다고.
They're not alone. Other couples who wanted to get married earlier this year have had to delay or cancel their weddings too. Wedding planner Sarah Shin says COVID-19 has changed how weddings are held.
So typically a Korean couple will have a wedding that's about with 200 to 300 guests. That would be, I would say, the average number, but the number has gone down to less than 100. Instead of people coming in, obviously, because they can't, they did live streaming.
Who you meet and marry and what company you work for were and still are some of the reasons why it's so important for South Korean parents to make sure that children enter one of the best universities in the country. That's why temples and churches are usually packed leading up to the state exam. It was postponed to December 3rd this year from November because of COVID-19. Chung Soo-bin, who'll be taking the exam in 2021, is already worried as it's uncertain whether COVID-19 will end by then.
올해가 더 한 것 같아요. 그러니까 수능도 한 달씩이나 밀리고 뭔가 고3 입장에서 보면 일정이 바뀌면서 또 준비해야 하는 스케줄 플랜이 다 바뀌잖아요. 긴장해야 하는 것 같아요.
Businesses have been badly hit too, including the performing arts. But with some changes made, shows have continued, like the recent Agnes of God. Park Hae-mi, one of the country's most popular stage performers, is trying to stay positive and busy despite the COVID-19.
저는 또 온다고 생각해요, 다른 게. 또 새로운 질병이 분명 올 것이다. 이게 마지막이 아니다. 계속 창궐할 것이다. 이걸 난 전 받아들이고 이걸 어떻게든지 긍정적으로 그리고 이걸 기회로 삼자.
She says there's a lot going on in her mind these days, like a role of the psychiatrist who's in touch with herself and a view of the world as she analyzes Agnes, the nun who gave birth to a child she's accused of murdering.
이 작품이 되게 큰 작품이에요. 얘기가 종교에 대한 얘기고 우리 인간에 대한 얘기고 인간의 빛과 그러니까 명암이 있는 얘기인데 결국 그게 우리 지금 현재라고 저는 생각을 해요. 왜 이런 일이 생기지?
With no answer, most South Koreans are simply doing what they can, and that's to stay safe and happy. Lim Yun-suk, CNA, Seoul.